Coming up tonight on Middle Tennessee News, a horrific Murfreesboro car crash hospitalizes 3 people, and a tragedy has taken place on the campus of MTSU.
An incident in Jefferson County has led to the arrest of a man and woman, and a Mount Juliet family is filing a lawsuit against the Mount Juliet Police Department. All those stories plus your local weather and sports. Middle Tennessee News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Dylan Simmons.
And I'm Elise Sandlin. Welcome to Middle Tennessee News.
Opening our show tonight, we have an important update following the Peck Hall investigation from earlier this morning. MTN reporter Carly Sutton has more details regarding the case.
Early this morning, Peck Hall, the liberal arts building known for its colorful walls and never-ending staircases, was lined completely with police tape, barring all students, faculty, and staff from entering. The Murfreesboro Police Department and the MTSU PD are currently working together on an ongoing investigation following the discovery of a deceased contract worker on the 3rd floor of the building early this morning.
It is apparent through preliminary investigation that this person took their own life. I can confirm that it is not a student or a faculty, it is actually a contract worker for MTSU. We cannot confirm who it is because next of kin has not been notified at this time. Due to the Nottingham Act law in Tennessee, MPD is in charge of this investigation. We'll assist in any way we can. Our thoughts and prayers do go out to the family and the friends of the victim. We hope that anyone contemplating taking their own life will get counseling and get services they need. It's always a tragic when we lose a member of the community. So. If you have any questions regarding the specific investigation, that's going to be through MPD. But due to them not notifying next of kin yet, it's going to be very difficult to answer any of the investigative questions.
Emphasis has been placed on the safety of the campus, assuring that there is no active threat to MTSU. And the Murfreesboro Police Department will continue to issue updates as more information is gathered through the investigation.
And we do want to point out that there is no active threat, the campus is safe, and the university did a great job in notifying students this morning through their alert system to let them know that there was an incident on campus. And so that's the important thing to understand right now, that there's no immediate threat to campus. There was only one person in that building, and that person took their own life.
Students and faculty were continuously updated through the MTSU automated alert system, including messages through texts, emails, and school equipment. Incidents like these show the importance of signing up and staying connected to university alerts through the MTSU RAVE system, which is always updated in a timely manner and is overseen by the MTSU Police Department.
Our students hopefully know, and I will put it out 100 times, please sign up for RAVE alerts. Our RAVE alert system will go out through telephones, through emails to notify anyone of anything that's going on campus. And that's the best means we have for getting the information out quickly as possible to our students.
In Murfreesboro, I'm Carly Sutton.
Thank you, Carly. The Murfreesboro Police Department will issue any further updates as the investigation continues.
A Nashville man was shot and killed by a Mount Juliet police officer nearly a year ago, and now his family is filing a multi-million-dollar wrongful death lawsuit against the department. 39-year-old Eric Allen reportedly drove away with a police officer trapped inside his car last November. Allen's family argued the officer should have never gotten in his car to begin with. When the fatal incident occurred, Allen was sitting in the passenger seat of a vehicle with a female driver as police pulled him over at a traffic stop. Officers asked Allen to step out of the vehicle before police body cam footage caught him sliding into the driver's seat and starting to drive away. Sergeant Josh Lowe got into the passenger seat and reportedly asked Allen to stop, using his taser on him before shooting Allen 3 times in the back. Allen's family is adamant that he didn't need to be killed and hopes their lawsuit will bring justice to the department.
A pursuit in Mount Juliet followed after suspects stole law enforcement equipment and fled Monday night. According to Mount Juliet Police, suspects evaded police equipment and fled in a stolen vehicle, which was flagged in Mount Juliet. Officers pursued the stolen car until they lost it near Antioch. Nashville police were then alerted of the case. The Smyrna Police Department is also working to apprehend the suspects, which are believed to have stolen police rifles and body armor.
3 people were hospitalized after a fiery car crash in Murfreesboro Saturday night, involving 5 different vehicles. According to police, a Dodge Ram pickup truck was approaching the light at Las Casas Pike and Rutherford Boulevard, then slammed into the car in front and caused a chain reaction. One of the victims remains in critical condition after his car burst into flames and he was trapped inside. The 24-year-old was life-flighted to Vanderbilt after fire and rescue units were able to put out the flames and rescue him from the vehicle. The fatal accident crash team is still determining if speeding contributed to this incident.
And now Alexandra Aguilar joins us with our first look at the weather. Alex, it seems like it's been getting a little chilly. What does it feel like right now?
Thanks, Dylan. It has been getting very chilly this week. For our highs today, Murfreesboro is sitting at a high of 49 degrees. Manchester has a high of 48 degrees. McMinnville has a high of 50. Woodbury has a high of 36 degrees. Mount Juliet's high is at 46 degrees. Shelbyville's high is sitting at 45 degrees. And Smithville's high is 45 degrees. I'll have more on tonight's weather after the break. Dylan, back to you.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. A local bluegrass band recently celebrated 50 years of singing together, and MTN reporter Drake Pugh met with them in Shelbyville.
Used to be the group called Electric Soul, but now we're just the Chapel Hill Pickers.
Us Two and Him, affectionately known as the Chapel Hill Pickers, have been singing together since 1972.
16 tons, what do you get?
Brothers John Rickman and Jim Rickman, along with friend Phil Comstock, have seen it all. For many years, they were regulars on the publicly televised Ralph Emery Show. Aside from being the group's lead singer, John Rickman wrote several original songs for the group, including many songs for The Ralph Emery Show. One of John's most popular tunes is based on an old Chapel Hill folktale known as the Chapel Hill Ghost Light.
There's a ghost light over the railroad, shining in the Chapel Hill sky.
During their time together, they've released 6 albums, and now all of their music can be heard on streaming services everywhere. Today, after 51 years, Us Two and Him is still a semi-active group and will perform at your event.
Chapel Hill remains a mystery, and still his lantern hangs over the railroad, watching every freight train go by. There's a ghost light over the railroad, shining in the Chapel Hill sky, and still his lantern hangs over the railroad, watching every freight train go by. There's a ghost light over the railroad, shining in the Chapel Hill sky.
I knew they could make it without me, and I always wanted to keep that and him on it. They could always be Us Two, but I always wanted to get the and him.
Drake Pugh, Middle Tennessee News in Shelbyville, Tennessee.
Thanks, Drake. It's so great to see these guys still going after all these years. The Jefferson County Police Department charged a man and woman with child abuse and neglect, and the individuals were arrested soon after. Firefighters responded to a Jefferson County home Monday evening where they found a baby not breathing. The baby was transported to Jefferson Memorial Hospital and later pronounced dead. Nick Lay and Chelsea Marsh have since been arrested for child abuse, as well as several other counts, including possession of drugs and V1 marijuana.
As the leaves are falling, it won't be long before over 5 acres of land off New Salem Highway is developed into Murfreesboro's first ever transit center.
The city is building a new transit center at the corner of New Salem Highway and Bridge Avenue, across the street from the Doug Young Training Center.
Right now, all we have is, we call it our hub, and it's just a parking lot with some bus shelters. There's no restroom facilities, there's no amenities period there. Our new transit facility will be about a 5.5 acre site, and there'll be 3 buildings on site. There'll be an administration building, there will be a light maintenance facility, and there will be a passenger pavilion with bus bays that go in a circle around that pavilion. It'll really be a good step towards gaining more ridership. In addition to the route study that we recently did to accommodate routes with our new transit center, we've done a shelter study. And we currently have plans to install possibly as many as 30 new shelters throughout the city.
There's an app riders can now use called Move It that's used all over the country. But the city has been working on one just for Murfreesboro riders.
We've been working for about the last 2.5 months on developing our own specific app. They can create their own account. They can save favorite places on it. They can plan trips on it, and they can select specific routes that they want to view and see exactly where their bus is and know, oh, it's just a couple minutes away. So we're gradually moving up and increasing our service and providing more amenities with the transit center and so on that we just don't have right now.
and I'm looking forward to seeing that happen.
As this new center gets closer to becoming a reality, city leaders hope it will push more people into using public transportation. The city said the new transit center should be completed in the next 18 months.
And now Alex is back with tonight's forecast. Alex, what can we expect to see before the night is over?
Thanks, Dylan. We can expect to see the temperatures going down. Temperatures are heading down tonight despite the warmer weather we had last week. If you have any evening plans, make sure to bring along an extra layer as temperatures are dipping into the mid to low 20s tonight. Murfreesboro's low is at 25 degrees. Manchester has a low of 24 degrees. McMinnville has a low of 48 degrees. Mount Juliet has a low of 26 degrees. Shelbyville's low is 24 degrees and Woodbury's low is 23 degrees. After the break, I'll have your full 5-day weather forecast for Murfreesboro. Dylan, back to you.
Ooh, get out the jackets. Thanks, Alex. When we come back from break, Alex will be back with our full 5-day forecast, and Jay Standridge will be in the MTN Sports Den with a look into what this week holds for sports.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here is Alex with our full 5-day forecast. Alex, is winter making an early appearance this week?
Thanks, Dylan. From the looks of the degrees going very down, it definitely looks like our winter is coming very soon. Today's temperatures in Murfreesboro ranged around with a high of 49 with a low of 25 degrees and mostly sunny skies. Thursday high will be at 60 with a low of 32 and sunny skies. Friday will be sunny with a high of 66 and a low of 40. Saturday's high is sitting at 70 with a low of 41 degrees. And last but not least, Sunday has a high of 73 and a low of 48 with mostly sunny skies. Despite the nice sunshine in the area, temperatures are looking more and more like fall this week. That's all I have for you for your full 5-day weather forecast today. Dylan, back to you.
Winter's on the way. Thank you, Alex. When we return, Jay Standridge will give us details on a dust-up in the desert for Blue Raider football and the impact of the new tennis facility coming to MTSU. We will be right back. Now couch.
That was amazing, Ed.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Blue Raider football will be back in action this Friday in a high-stakes game in the desert. Middle will be facing off against the New Mexico State Aggies as they look to keep their hopes of bowl eligibility alive. This will be the Raiders' first game since October 17th versus Liberty when they played in weekday CUSA action. The Aggies will be a serious test for MTSU, however, as they boast the #2 scoring offense in Conference USA. Aggies quarterback Diego Pavia has been an electric dual threat this season for state this season, and has nearly 1,900 passing yards and nearly 600 rushing yards. The Raiders have to win out this season in order to make it to a bowl game, meaning that this game against New Mexico State has everything on the line. Quarterback Nick Vattiato and the Raiders offense will be hoping to overcome the -6 turnover ratio to turn over a new leaf this week. Kickoff is at 5 p.m. Saturday on ESPN+. Walking around campus this week, you may have noticed quite the construction scene in front of the Murphy Center. MTN reporter Craig Neef takes a deeper look to what this facility means for MTSU.
It is an interesting sight outside MTSU's historic Murphy Center as construction continues on the new state-of-the-art campus tennis facility. Middle Tennessee News sports director Dylan Simmons is looking forward to the benefits the new building and courts will provide for the program.
It's going to be huge because it brings the tennis team into an entirely new light. It gives them more exposure, and it gives us a top-of-the-line facility that you can't really find anywhere else in Conference USA.
Both teams will receive their own locker rooms and 8 new tennis courts. The coaching staff will receive brand new offices, among other additions. Simmons is also interested to see how these additions will benefit campus life at MTSU.
I think it will be a great thing in terms of, just like I mentioned, accessibility for students if they want to watch tennis games.
Not only are players and coaches awaiting the opening of the facility in anticipation, but students like Caden Woodward are looking forward to its addition as well.
You know what, I think it's great for the campus. I think it's good for the school to be constantly improving. And I just like the way that MTSU is going about the whole new athletic facilities project.
It is no doubt an exciting time to be a student athlete here at MTSU. This is Craig Neff, Middle Tennessee News.
Thanks, Craig. I know I'm excited for some matches. Don't forget to tune in to MTN Sports for live coverage on ESPN+. MTSU volleyball will be heading south for a late season road series. The Blue Raiders will be playing the Jacksonville State Gamecocks in their final road series of the 2023 season. Middle will be looking to uphold an 8-match win streak and their place at number 2 in the Conference USA standings. This comes after MTSU flattened the UTEP Miners at home this past weekend with a 3-0 and 3-1 wins. They will hope to build off that win with similar performances from Kayla Henley, who leads the team with 272 kills, and Taylor Isert, who has an incredible 974 assists this year. The Gamecocks have struggled this year as they have a 3-9 CUSA record and are currently 7th place in Conference USA standings. Game 1 begins on Friday at 6 p.m. and Game 2 will be on Saturday at 2 p.m. inside the Pete Matthews Coliseum. Both games can be seen on ESPN+. To wrap our sports action up today, cross country was dominant and victorious in the CUSA tournament. Both the men's and women's teams competed in the tournament in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the Riverview Golf Course. For the men's side, Habatamu led the way with 3rd place finish, while 3 more Blue Raiders earned first team All-CUSA honors. The women's team featured Purity Sangha, earning the individual championship in CUSA and had a time of 21 minutes and 1 second to boot. As fate would have it, both teams would end up winning the CUSA Conference Championship on this day, which was the first for each team since their last sweep in 2021. Next up, both teams will get to travel to Gainesville, Florida for the NCAA South Regionals this Friday. That's all I have for you today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Jace. And wrapping up our show tonight, if you are in need of any weekend plans, the annual Pecan Festival is happening on November 4th. This event will take place at the Williamson Family Farm from 12 to 8 p.m. During this event, they will be hosting their first annual Best Pecan Pie Contest.
With live music, local craft vendors, hayrides, food trucks, and more, there's something for everyone. There's also a craft cocktail class from 4 to 4:45 p.m. Children 3 and under get into the event for free, and ages 4 and up tickets are $12. To purchase VIP tickets, it's $99. You can purchase tickets and register your own pecan pie to the contest on their website at williamsonfamilyfarm.com/pecanfestival. Thank you for joining us on Middle Tennessee News. If you missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website, middletennesseenews.net. I'm Elise Sandlin, joined by Dylan Simmons, Jay Standridge, and Alexandra Aguilar.
Make sure to follow us on all of our social media sites on Facebook/Middle Tennessee News or at Middle TN News on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We'll see you Monday, November 6th for our next show.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and